Barcelona must win this game. Guys, I'm not trying to hear anything else. Anything else besides 3 points, whether it's a draw or a loss. And I cannot even imagine a loss. Barcelona, I can't even imagine a draw. Barcelona have to win this game if they are trying to get back into La Liga. If Hansi Flick and Barcelona and the boys are serious about winning La Liga, which I think we still can win. Real Madrid let us back in with that loss against Espanyol. But guys, will we capitalize? This Barca team has been very hesitant to capitalize when given the opportunity. But guys, the Madrid Derby is this weekend. I'm recording this ahead of the Madrid Derby, but genuinely, what a golden chance for Barca to potentially close the gap. And hopefully we do, honestly. But guys, I got some slides, but before that, I have to say, like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe if you guys haven't, man. I've been doing a lot of content. I'm going to be doing a live reaction after the Atlético versus Real Madrid game. I'm going to react to that. It's going to be fun. We're going to react to probably Barca news. And guys, let's get into this because Barcelona and Hansi Flick, they have to. Hansi Flick, put out your best lineup. Put out what you believe is going to get the job done. I want to see one of those early season Hansi Flick is done in the first half type of performances. You know what I'm saying? But guys, Sevilla, they're mid-table. They're 12th. I'm assuming that they're going to put up a fight, probably a mid-block. They're probably going to press us. Similar to what Celta Vigo and Real Betis were doing when we were in that bad run of form. That is what I'm expecting from Sevilla. But genuinely, guys, I don't care because of this game. This game is specifically why. This game is ultimately, it goes from a must-win match to an absolutely must-win match. Real Madrid and Atlético are going to play each other, guys, and one of these teams are going to be, if not both, are going to be upset with the result because a draw would be awesome for Barcelona. An Atlético win would still be okay for Barcelona. A Real Madrid win would still be kind of disappointing, but it wouldn't be the end of the world because Atlético dropped points. And I'm looking at it. Real Madrid especially, they have a tough schedule. They got Man City, in a couple days. They got to play them in a couple weeks again. They lost against Liverpool. They lost against Barcelona twice this season. And Real Madrid in the big games have been questionable. And I think it'll be a draw. But honestly, guys, that's not the point. The point of today's video is previewing Barcelona. Can we fix this La Liga season? Can Hansi Flick and the boys finally string a run of games? I've been not preaching, but saying, yo, Hansi Flick, Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski in specific, you know what I'm saying? Raphinha, the boys, the defensive line, all of you guys, Araujo, Cabarsi. If you guys want to win this La Liga, please beat Sevilla. Go on a run of 5-6 games in a row. And genuinely, I can see us, the league table is going to change. Real Madrid, Atlético Madrid, none of us have been consistent this season, right? Let's be real. This La Liga, you could say it's a quote-unquote mid-off because it's like, no, you take the lead. No, you take the lead. Guys, enough with this polite stuff. Barcelona, they have to beat Sevilla, right? And let's get into this because the biggest question that a lot of Barca fans are saying, I'm seeing it put out a lot of places, is should Robert Lewandowski start this game? And what I got to say about that is that I think he will, and I think that he still should. I think that Ferran Torres, as much as he has been playing really good recently, and I'm an advocate for playing Ferran off the bench. And matter of fact, I'm okay with him starting every 3-4 games. But I just see Lewandowski, whenever he has rest, whenever he comes off the bench, he does even better. That's when Lewandowski, you see him come off the bench like 2 weeks ago against Valencia, and he scores that banger of a goal because he still has that in him. But when Lewandowski is not playing good, Hansi Flick, can you do what Xavi didn't do, which is to bench Robert Lewandowski when he's not playing good? That's all I ask from you. Ferran Torres should be playing if Lewandowski is playing bad in the first half. Sub him in the 55th minute. Don't wait until the 85th minute. You know what I'm saying? But guys, genuinely, the next point I got to say, it's corresponds because I think that Ferran, I think he's playing well. But a lot of people are saying start him. Guys, we've seen this from Ferran all the time. In the past 2-3 years, he's a guy that has his purple patches. He typically has 1 or 2 a year where he scores. Within 6 weeks, he scores half of his goals for the season. Let's be real. But Ferran Torres, credit where credit is due. You've been clutch against Borussia Dortmund. You scored your goal against Mallorca. You scored in both games against Valencia. You have been doing work, and I'm not gonna keep it unnoticed. Ferran Torres has been actually a positive impact on this Barcelona team. But I think the bench role is good for him. I think he can be a super sub. And honestly, long term, I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that role with Ferran Torres. I think that's the least of our worries. But, guys, I would still start Lewandowski for me. I think it's a big game. I think he had the rest. And I genuinely think that Robert Lewandowski with rest is a better player than when he's not. You know what I'm saying? But, guys, the next slide that I got up here is that our best players, they just got to show up again. Raphinha, Lamine Yamal. Genuinely, because our defense, I think, is slowly and surely going to get better with Chesney getting integrated into this back line. But I want to say is this. Our best players, which are Raphinha and Lamine Yamal, they have to play, obviously, and they have to be effective. They have to be clutch with the chances that they get. You know, Raphinha has been doing a great job of that. He didn't score last game. I'm trying to see him score. Lamine Yamal, you know, he scored last game, and Lamine Yamal, what I want from him personally is to be more of a goal threat. And this Sevilla team, they're nothing crazy. They're not defensive juggernauts. This is not the Sevilla of old where, they're fighting MSN. They're going band for band versus MSN Barcelona. It's not that. This Sevilla team, they're a team that's very suspect. That's what I would say. And Raphinha, Lamine Yamal, I expect the boys to turn up, but especially them. You know, but the next thing I want to talk about is actually the midfield, because Frenkie de Jong actually has been playing well recently, and Fermin Torres as well. Fermin Lopez and Frenkie de Jong have been playing very, very well recently. And I'm not going to lie, I was a person that was criticizing Frenkie de Jong earlier in the season. I was saying Frenkie de Jong, he should not be playing over Casado until he has a string of great matches off the bench. But guess what? Well, guess what, guys? It has happened. It has arrived. And I think that Frenkie de Jong might have to replace Casado, like permanently for now. Just give him 1 to 2 starts and let's see what happens. Because Frenkie, the last game when he pulled up, you know, he came into the game against Alaves. He changed the game. You know, it wasn't awesome, but we went from very kind of poor, underwhelming to actually a decent half. And I think Frenkie de Jong, I think that he's playing his best football of the season, and I want to see him more often now because he looks like he's trying more. He looks like he's in the groove, and maybe he's fully recovered from that injury that he suffered last year. But also, Fermin Lopez, I think that he should start, not just because Dani Olmo is injured and he's coming back from it, but honestly, it's because, well, actually, that is the reason. But also that Fermin Lopez, he's in some form, to be honest, and I think that Fermin Lopez, it's a good and bad thing. I think that he's a confidence player where when Fermin Lopez is confident, he's scoring goals left, right, and center. You know what I'm saying? With his left foot, right foot, header, long shot, tapping, you name it, he scores it, bro. Fermin Lopez, when he's confident, he is that guy. But when he's not, that's when I say the gap from Fermin and Dani Olmo is large. But right now, it's looking closer than ever because Fermin, you know, he is actually making his case for Hansi Flick. Why are you not starting me? Because I'm performing, you know, every game that I'm called upon. And the next guy that I want to talk about is Pedri. He's absolutely starting. He's our best player in the midfield. I don't think it's up for debate. He's, in my opinion, our best player this season. People might call it shocking, controversial. I think that Lamine Yamal, he's been great. Raphinha's been great. This guy's been the most consistent right there. You know what I'm saying? And Pedri, I'm expecting another masterclass. And, hey, the midfield, that is the midfield that I would start. But, guys, genuinely, Lewandowski, Raphinha, you know, Lamine Yamal, all you guys, just show up because the Madrid Derby, one or both of these teams are going to be upset with the result. And Barcelona, they must capitalize. My prediction, I'm going to go with 3-1. I'm going to say 3-1 Barcelona. I think it's safe. Last time we played in Seville, we won, but it was a meaningless game at the end of the season. It was Xavi's last game, and Fermin had a great game. But this is the opposite of meaningless. This is very meaningful. And if Barca want to get, you know, back into that La Liga campaign of winning it potentially under Hansi Flick, his first season, you got to win this game. But guys, that's it for me. You know, that's what I think is going to happen. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Support your boy out. We're going to be going live right after the Atlético versus Real Madrid game. And guys, like this video up. Like target for today is 12 likes. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.